Hi everyone, I hope that you are all adjusting well in our class. I can see that many of you already have your accounts on Connect. Awesome. If you didn't, take the advantage of 14 days free trial. Um, I was planning actually to record this video next week, but I started getting some emails about the paper, and I'm pretty surprised actually that some of you, not that some of you, many of you started thinking about your topics. That's amazing. That's a good sign. So that's why I decided to record this video today and share it with you this week. So I'm getting emails about, okay, how we should write our paper, what topic we should pick. So that's why I wanted to share a little bit with you about the paper. So first of all, definitely make sure that you read the syllabus. I put some information about the paper there. And also if you go to D12 and click on the content tab, you should be able to find my term paper folder where I put two handouts for you there. So read them. I tried to kind of explain how you should write it, how you should organize the paper. But let me start with topic, okay? Because that's the first deadline basically you have. I want you guys to think about your topics and give it to me by March 1st, I believe, but don't trust me, definitely check the syllabus, but I believe it's March 1st. By that time, I need you to have a topic picked for that deadline, and this deadline has 10 points. So if you submit your topic, you are getting basically 10 points out of 100 for the term paper, okay? By that time, I need you basically that in a Word file, just write your name, your course number, section number, and then I want you to give me your research question, what you are going to write about, okay? Remember that macro topics are those topics that are related to nations' economy, like unemployment rate, inflation rate, government, um, Federal Reserve, recession, expansion. These are all GDP. They're all macro topics. Okay, so to get ideas and to kind of learn more about macro topics, I definitely recommend you guys to look at the textbook because we have tons of amazing topics that we're going to discuss in this class. If you took microeconomics with us in Sci-Fair, you probably noticed that the first 5 chapters of micro and macro are common. Those are all basic topics and foundations of economics that we discuss in both micro and macro. But if you start looking at in textbook, looking at chapter 6 till the end of the textbook, those are all macro topics. So you can get ideas, okay, about macro topics. Also, I started sharing weekly news with you last week. I'm calling those emails good reads. So hopefully you find them helpful. I try to share news with you that I find interesting, important for you to read. You can also take a look at those emails. Our library has amazing economic journals. Of course, it's closed. You can't go in person, but they're open online, obviously. And our librarians are amazing and they're ready to help you guys to answer your questions. Definitely take the advantage of our library. So I'm pretty sure with all these resources or watch news, you can get ideas about macro topics, okay? And honestly, most of the students can relate to macro topics because these are the things that we hear a lot in news every single day. We discuss them with our friends and family, so you're kind of familiar with, all right? But again, just to make sure that you have the correct topic, good topic. Sometimes we pick a topic where we cannot find much to write about, much sources, because remember that you have to put at least 5 sources, scientific sources for me when you are writing your paper. So make sure that you can find enough stuff about your topic, okay, before picking the topic. So try to browse on the internet. And by scientific resources, I mean textbook, I mean valid news. You can use economic journals. Um, um, any basically economic paper is is a scientific source. YouTube obviously is not. Investopedia is not. These are not scientific resources, so don't put them as your resources. Okay, so just make sure that you have enough stuff to work with when you pick your topic. Okay, I definitely read your topics. I will give you my feedback. If there's something wrong with your topic, I'll let you know. We're gonna work basically together to pick a good topic for you. So that's why I put that deadline, just to make sure that you know your topic and you have enough of stuff to work with when you start writing about your paper. Okay, so that's about your topic. Okay, so for a topic, I need a research question. Don't just mention pandemic. That's huge. Okay, just what aspect of pandemic you're going to write about. By the way, last semester I got tons of papers about pandemic, which is again fine with me, but I think it's a pretty hot topic. Or vaccines in US. So try to break it down. What aspect of vaccines you're going to write about? What aspects of pandemic you're going to write about? What aspect of Federal Reserve you're interested in? Okay, so break it down. That's why I need a research question, and if possible, a little bit of introduction at how you're going to write the paper. It's not required, but it would be nice that I can help you more, give you a better feedback. Okay, so that's about the first deadline that you have. And there's a Dropbox. If you go to D12, click on I believe it's course activities, then click on assignments, then you should be able to see all the Dropboxes that we have in our class. You basically upload your topic in the folder that it's called, I think, term paper topics. Okay, when I tell you you're good to go, you can start writing your paper. Your paper should be MLA. If you're not familiar with MLA, just Google it. I also post a sample for you in the folder on D12 that I was talking about, the term paper folder. So basically, you need to have your name, course number, my name, and then section number, my name, the title for your paper, introduction. Then you're going to basically explain your topic. That's the big part of your paper. And then at the end, you have a conclusion, and then you are going to put your citation for me. For when you are explaining your topic, that big part of the paper that I was mentioning, you need to use economic language, because this is an econ course and we're going to learn a lot about economics. We're going to use economic terminologies all the time in our class. So you have to have some sort of economic language and terminologies, econ logic in your sentences. Okay. Obviously, I don't want you to copy and paste. And remember, we have a Turnitin similarity software on D12 where you submit your paper and I can tell how much was copied from your resources. And if you read the syllabus, there's a 25% threshold for that. So if your Turnitin similarity is more than 25%, you're going to get automatically 0 for the paper. So pay attention. Use your own words. Try to read the papers, try to read your resources, use your own language throughout the paper. Our writing center is also amazing. They are willing to offer you different types of workshops, because sometimes I had some students, sometimes we know what we want to say, but we're not good in writing, and that's okay. Writing center can help you with that. Okay, they have tons of workshops, and I'm pretty sure that you guys will get those emails as well as me, that tell you how you should write an MLA paper, how you should basically write a conclusion for your paper. They offer amazing workshops every single semester. Okay, so take the advantage of them, and they can also help you to basically improve your writing. So you can just send your paper, ask them to probably edit it for you. So why not? So you don't want to lose points with your grammar or if your sentences are not nice. Okay. But use your own language. Don't copy and paste, because I can tell how much was copied. Don't put lots of quotations. You are going to lose points, okay, for them. Also, this is again econ class. You will see that we use graphs, we use math. So try to put data, diagrams, graphs, explain them to me. Just don't copy and paste all the graphs and all the data that you have. Label your tables, label your graphs, explain them to me, what these graphs are showing. Otherwise, you're not going to get the point, okay? You're going to lose some points. So you have some numbers, data. You don't have to come up with your own data. You can copy and get them from your resources, from the papers, from your research, basically. I'm not expecting you to go and write your own data and table or draw your own graph. Use your resources, but make sure that you explain them to me, okay? That's probably the main part of your paper, and that's where I am focused when I'm reading your papers. All right. That's pretty much it for the paper. Let me know if you have any question about your topic, about your paper. I'll be happy to answer your questions. Um, just try to not miss the deadlines. I was looking at my rosters in all of my classes, and I can see that I have some former students. So if you were my student in the past, you know that I'm pretty strict about deadlines. So just try not to miss them, because I will give you enough, I will send enough reminders for you. I remind you about all the deadlines in my weekly emails, in my announcements on D12. You have a calendar on D12, so try not to miss them. And if you follow the basically I forgot what I was saying. I was distracted by my cell phone. So if you just follow the requirements of the paper that I put on the syllabus, you should be fine. Okay, it's not really difficult to get an A for the paper. Okay, just pick a good topic. That's the best advice I can give you, and make sure you have enough stuff and enough materials to work with when you're writing the paper. Okay. One last thing about Connect. So I got I think some of you didn't probably read my email that I sent you last week, didn't read the syllabus, or didn't watch my video, because I explained that there are two types of assignments we have on Connect. I call them homework. Those are the graded assignments that I care about in terms of grading. There are multiple choice, true, false. You sometimes draw a graph, you calculate things. So those are the graded ones, okay? And after we cover every single chapter, you will have one of those assignments, except for homework number 1. For homework number 1, I am basically giving you questions from both chapters 1 and 2. And if you look at the deadline, instead of 1 week that you typically have, you have almost 2 weeks. And the reason is because I wanted you guys to have enough time to get the textbook, because I know that some students are waiting for money for financial aid. I know we always have this problem at the beginning of every single semester, okay? So I'm understanding about that. So that's why I want you to have enough time to get the book. Take the advantage of 14 days free trial. If you still think that you cannot get the book by that time, if you have any problem getting the book, reach out to me. I might be able to help you. We have some funds at college. I might be able to use those funds for you, but it's on a first come, first serve. So just contact me as soon as you can. What else? For smart book assignments, they are just readings from each chapter. They are not graded, not NOT. They are not graded, but they are recommended. Okay. If you look at the deadline, they are open till the end of the semester, May 15th, I believe. So they're not graded, but they are open to you. So you can go ahead, read them, read upcoming chapters when you're getting ready for the midterm exam or for the final exam. I definitely recommend you guys to read each chapter, and for even if you don't have time to read the entire chapter, definitely read the smart book. There are important sections of the textbook that I kind of assign, and they are short. They are less than 30 minutes, okay? But they are not, again, graded, okay? That's pretty much it. Let me know if you have any question, and I'll see you soon. Bye.